Oh! Topuria laid him out, bro! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Wow!
Broadcasting live from an undisclosed location. This is the TCMMA podcast with your host, Chris Cross.
Whoa!
Dana White privilege.
Let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, baby!
Dana White privilege. Privilege.
Welcome to the TCMMA podcast. I'm your host, Chris Cross, and man, oh man, what a night last night at UFC 317. As you saw there in the intro, we finally got the main event right. So we can silence all the boo birds, at least for this week. We're still under 500, but more on that in just a moment. What we're going to do today is we're going to go right from the beginning and right through this card. From the first fight until the main event, and there were 11 fights total. This thing kicked off with a great heavyweight fight. It went to a decision. Jonathan Deniz, as I said going in, would win this thing just off sheer experience, and that's what he did. He won 2 rounds to 1 on all 3 judges' scorecards, and it looks like a big night for Brazil already in the first fight. More on Brazil in a moment. And then there were only 2 early prelim fights. The next one was Niko Price versus Jacoby Smith. Jacoby Smith is a guy that's coming in at 10-0, right? Biggest favorite on the card, 10-1, right around there, I believe. And this is how this fight went down. Jacoby's got him pinned down now, but Niko Price showing some toughness here. Now he's giving up the back. That's not a good idea. That's not good. But it's amazing. Price is hanging tough in this fight. Jacoby certainly wants to finish. What is he, like a 10-1 favorite? It's crazy. Now Jacoby solidifies the back. And he might just decide to pound away. Now Niko slides to his back. So now they're chest to chest. Watch out for the triangle. Oh, he's got the rear. Oh, no. Oh, it's locked, dude. It's locked. It's over. He taps. Niko taps. Wow. Niko started panicking a little bit. He's about a second away from being, he's about to be out, man. Jeez. So Jacoby with a phenomenal fight. It seemed like it was a lot worse than it was, though. 43-20 in significant strikes. Total strikes, 58-34. Head strikes, wow, 36-6. That's where it seemed different, yeah. So Jacoby Smith dominated on the head strikes. Control time, 5:41 on 2 takedowns. So that's like 6 minutes of control in 8 minutes. Oh, man, he locked that in fast, bro. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, dude. Yeah, he started to panic, but yeah. You probably couldn't see the first tap.
Yeah.
Oh, the ref got in there right away. Yeah. So big win for Jacoby Smith here, UFC 317. Yeah, so Jacoby Smith winning in dominant fashion, as you would expect. But Niko Price is a tough dude. I mean, he made it to the second round, but just didn't have enough. And then there was a lot of impressive fights on this card, but in one of the more impressive fights, you had Terrence McKenna taking on Vyacheslav Borchev in a lightweight division fight. And this division was on fire last night, and this fight was finished in less than a minute. Check it out. All right, McKenna and Borchev underway. Spinning back kick already by Borchev and a leg kick. Uh-oh. McKenna takes him down. T-Rex. T-Rex on top. Drop them hammers. Oh, he's getting underneath. Oh, my goodness. This will be a huge finish early. Oh, wow. Wow. Borchev's in trouble, man. Borchev's in trouble, and he's not tapping. Ref, you better look at this.
He's out. He's out, dude.
I don't know. The ref's not stopping it.
His leg. He's pushing off with his legs still.
Oh, he's moving. Okay, he's moving with his legs. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness.
kicking. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's already going. You got to stop it, ref. Oh, he taps. Wow, dude, he held on forever. Unbelievable, man. T-Rex didn't waste no time. He's 17-7. Golly. Terrence McKinney, and we haven't seen. He's the one that came in and got the 7-second KO, I think.
He looks big as fuck right now.
Yeah, he looks big,
Yeah,
man.
bigger than he usually does.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Basically, there was like no striking. It was just a quick takedown and bam. Holy cow. We get the replay. Takes a leg kick. Boom. He shoots right in, head on the hip, football style. And he went right for it, man. Wasted no time. So Terrence McKinney, 17-7, just like we told you. 3-0 on the night. Lightweight division. UFC 317. Just phenomenal. And that's a staple win for Terrence McKinney. It's not like he beat like a big-time opponent. But when you're facing a guy like that in this tough division, arguably the deepest and toughest division in all the UFC, which is why last night was so important, especially in the main event. But for a guy like Terrence McKinney to come in and get a win in under a minute, it's just impressive, to say the least. Then you get into the women's flyweight division. Tracy Cortez dominated Vivian Araujo. So Brazil falls in this one. Cortez moves to 12-2, and it was basically 30-27 on all three judges' scorecards. So right now, we're starting the night perfect. We're at 4-0. It looks like it's going to be a great night. But then in the featherweight division, next fight, you had Hyder Emil taking on Jose Delgado. And, yeah, this messed up my whole night in 26 seconds. Check this out. All right, here we go. Hyder Emil, undefeated, 11-0. Jose Miguel Delgado, 9-1. Philippines versus USA. Delgado's the favorite. This is like it's going to be a battle, man. Nice leg kick right there to start from Emil, who's short, low to the ground. Delgado's a little more tall and lanky. And a big punch by Emil missed. Oh, now they come together. Delgado looking for the takedown. Oh, it's Emil gets a takedown. Delgado's back to his feet, though. These guys are going at it quick. Ooh, nice. Oh, big left knee. Oh, my gosh. Delgado just finished Emil and ended the unbeaten streak at 11 straight. And that's a big win for Delgado. Wow, he's fired up, man. They're 10-1. He's 10-1 now. Unbelievable. 27 seconds officially for Jose Miguel Delgado. JMD, we'll call him. He's 10-1, featherweight division, UFC 317. Yeah, so Hyder Emil just ruined the night. I mean, just ruined the night. As far as going unbeaten on the night, right? Because we started out 4-0. Then we dropped Hyder Emil, but that wouldn't set us back too bad because we would continue rolling at least for a little bit, or at least in the next fight, where you had Jack Hermanson versus Gregory Robocop Rodriguez. And we went with the Brazilian here. I mean, I've seen him get beat in times I didn't think he should get beat, but he certainly is capable. I mean, he's got power. Robocop has power. And this is going to be a tough fight going in, right, against Jack Hermanson, a guy that's been around. He's been near the top of the division. But guess what? Robocop would not let down. One of the biggest finishes, well, maybe the second biggest, maybe the biggest finish of the night. Check this out. And a nice right hand there by Robocop. And another one by Rodriguez. Hermanson backing off. And a nice uppercut by Rodriguez. He's picking it up. I'm telling you what, if he lands, Hermanson. Oh, there it is. Big left. Hermanson's done, followed by a hammer. Wow. 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 Yeah, that last one was pretty much unnecessary for real. Oh, my gosh. And this is what I said, man. Get ready for 3 Brazil fighters in a row to win. The first one here is Robocop. That was our prediction. He's 17-6, KO with 39 seconds left in the first round, middleweight division. It's only going to get better here at UFC 317. And that finish was so rough that they were talking about Hermanson throughout the entire main card, giving updates and things like that. He ended up leaving under his own power, if you will. I mean, it took him a while to recover in the octagon, but he would end up leaving the arena on his own accord. So that's a good thing for him, but just a crazy finish there leading into the main card. Then in the main card, kicking things off, bantamweight division, a huge fight between Peyton Talbot and Felipe Lima, two guys with just one loss on their record. Lima started out his career 0-1 and then ran off 14 straight. So he's basically an undefeated fighter coming in. But Peyton Talbot will look good here down the stretch to get the win by unanimous decision. He moves to 10-1, 29-28, 2 rounds to 1 across all three. And in fight 4, very similar. Beneil Dariush lost round 1, but came back and won rounds 2 and 3 and show him what a veteran he is. The guy is still really good, 23-6. That was a lightweight fight as well. So lightweights all up and down this card. Now, in one of the biggest fights of the night, you had Brandon Royval versus Joshua Van. And at this point, G Money would enter the show and join us. And, he had Royval winning. I had Van winning. But here's how this thing finished. This is going to be a huge win for Van. Come on. It's unanimous. 29-28. Yep, someone's winning. 30-27. That's Royval. They're going to take it from him. Wow, 30-27.
No.
I think they had it right, but I think
What?
it should have been 29-28 on all three.
Dog.
Wow.
Dog.
Wow, dude.
That's disappointing. I mean, I'm happy for the dude. I can't take that away from him. You know what I mean?
Ooh-wee. Yeah, I don't see how you get 3-0.
So now, back to your question. You asked me. Now where does it go? Number 1?
1 or 2,
Yeah.
maybe 3. But yeah. But look, how do you lead 184 to 160 in significant strikes and a judge say you didn't win one round? Maybe they just went straight off power. Like, wow, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. What a fight. So Joshua Van comes back to back. Pay-per-views. He gets the win, man. Back to back. He's going to be number 1, 2, or 3 in the division here. Flyweight division, UFC 317. So that one happened to go my way. In fact, G Money would have a rough night, 1-4 in the main card. So he, usually he's like 3-2, 4-1, sometimes 5-0. So rough night for him. But we would both get this next fight right. I mean, Joshua Van in the previous fight, to me, won the fight. I know G Money was a little, like, especially with the 30-27, which I totally get. 30-27 was just definitely too much. I mean, you got to give one round to Royval, especially round 2, where he landed 80 significant strikes. But nonetheless, Joshua Van gets the win, and then that fight would creep into the next fight because it's the same division. A fight that, both of us would get right. Easy one. You had Pantoja versus Cara France. Pantoja's defending the belt. He seems unstoppable. This is a dominant Brazilian, as Joe Rogan would say, one of the best flyweights of all time. Check out this reaction. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, boy, he's under. No, he's not. He's trying to rip the hand. Oh, no. Cara was doing good until this. He might finish him here if he can't get the arm loose.
That's it.
He's pulling the arm loose, though. He's really fighting it.
That's it.
He's really fighting it, man.
Damn.
That's an incredible job.
Yeah,
He taps.
It's out.
Wow. Pantoja finishes Cara France. He looks dejected.
Look at him. He's like, I told y'all.
Yeah, man. This guy's for real. Yeah, so, I mean, that was an easy prediction, right? I mean, I think everybody and their mother believed that Pantoja was going to win this fight. I mean, he's just a dominant fighter right now, cruising. But once he got the win, what they do, they marched in Joshua Van. And this is becoming a thing in the UFC now, which is almost like we don't need to wait for Dana White in the post-fight press conference to be asked who's up next, right? Because Joshua Van comes walking in, and he's just 23 years old. I'm not sure if he's ready, but he looks ready. But Pantoja is just dominant. Now, as you move into the main event, right, we've really been struggling this year. We're 7-3 going into this fight on the night. And this has happened all year. We've had great cards, and then we dropped the main event. And I was really nervous about Topuria because I know how good Charles Oliveira is. But Topuria went in there and did something out of this world. Check it out.
Oh! Topuria laid him out, bro! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Wow! Oh my god! He slept his ass! He's young!
Oliveira, bro.
He made that man
Topuria
bad.
is nasty, bro. Topuria is nasty.
What the frick did I just witness?
Oh, Topuria is nasty, man. Oh my
Dude, I'm almost
God.
mad about it, dude. I'm almost pissed off. For real,
I
dog.
finally won one. Yeah. I'm back, baby. 10-12.
Come on.
And we got Hamza
You know,
around
his
the
kids are
corner.
crying and shit right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Oliveira's?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He brought the kids out
You
there.
cannot bring your little girl to watch you fight. I'm just not doing it, man. She's going to have to stay home.
Especially like that.
Yeah. So Topuria came in and did his thing, and you really think about it. I mean, after the fight, you start thinking even deeper into this thing, and it's like, okay, he finished Max Holloway, who doesn't get finished. Then he finishes Charles Oliveira by KO, a guy who doesn't get finished. When I say doesn't get finished, I don't mean submitted. I mean gets rocked, right? It's hard to finish Max Holloway, and it's just as hard to finish Oliveira when you look at all their fights in their career. And Topuria just went in there and made it look easy. I mean, this guy is just on a different level. There's no question about it. So we bounced back. We didn't track this thing last night, but basically we finished 8-3 on the night. And we got the main event. So we're back to 10-12. So throughout this week, we got an off week. We'll start to dig deeper into that record and things of that nature. But we did have time to update the dude list. Of course, Hamza still won, but guess what? We moved Ilia Topuria all the way up to number 2, ahead of Islam Makhachev. The only other guy to do that was John Jones. But this is a 2-belt champ. We all want to see Topuria versus Makhachev, but it doesn't seem like we're going to see that. And that's why I say if I'm Topuria, I'd go right to welterweight right now because I'm young. I can figure out a way to get that welterweight title before my career is over. But rather than wait till later and defend the belt a few times, hey, see you later. I got it. I'm moving on. So Islam is 3, Shavkat 4. That moved Dreykus down to 5. And basically everybody dropped 1. Aspinall, Dvalishvili, Pereira still up there. We had to put Pantoja at 9. I mean, you just have to. Magomed Ankalaev at 10, reluctantly. We need to see Pereira Ankalaev again with Pereira fully healthy and see how that thing plays out, and then we'll go from there. And then Alexander Volkanovski fell out of the top 10 until we see what happens. JDM, who's a champion, is at 12. That's how tough this thing is. Ian Machado Gary still up there at 13. That lets you know about the welterweight division. And then you got Amanda Nunes and Kayla Harrison at 14 and 15 because that fight's going to be a blockbuster. They could easily be in the top 10, but whoever wins that fight's going to jump up huge. We just need some questions answered. Zhang Weili, of course, still there. Shevchenko's still there. Joshua Van enters the top 20. You got no choice but to put him in there. And if he, he's going to get the opportunity. So you're going to have number 9 versus number 18 here. And Joshua Van if Joshua Van beats Pantoja, you got to put him in at least the top 5, 6, 7 right now. Because that will be a huge, not really upset, but just surprise. Aljamain Sterling still in at number 19, and Yuri Prochazka's back in. It's, we during the live stream yesterday, people were talking about why is Yuri Prochazka not in the top 20. I mean, it's tough, man. The top 20 is tough. There's another 10 dudes that could be right there at 20, which is very difficult. I mean, you got guys like Michael Morales and a whole bunch of other undefeated fighters, but we just don't know enough yet, right? We don't know what their levels are until they get those bigger fights. So right now you got Sterling and Prochazka, which for me is kind of like the old guard. I don't know if these guys are going to return to prominence or not. But if anyone can, it's Ilia Topuria, that's for sure. So that's the way the due list rounds out. It has been updated. Of course, again, we got an off week this week before we get back into a fight night, maybe one or two, and then we're right to UFC 318. So we got a lot of work to do. We need the off week. We're going to rest up and get everything back under control. For now, this is your boy Chris Cross. Hope you have a great day. God bless. As always, peace.